just happened yesterday. It actually happened, I think, probably 6 or 7 months ago, and it was actually my buddy Immortal. I will link his channel down in the description. You guys saw in the beginning of the video how I am doing that giveaway with him. You guys can go ahead and subscribe to his channel. He does upload daily content, and I've been good friends with him for probably somewhere upwards of more than 4 years or around there. So again, link to his channel down in the description. You guys should definitely go check him out and subscribe to him. But besides the fact that that is what we're going to be talking about, is his Vac ban story and how it all went down. So seriously, this is gonna be crazy. It's really actually not something that's super uncommon. I'm sure somebody who's watching this video has actually already had this exact situation happen to them, and they ended up on this video, and now they're wondering what's going on. And I'm going to try and give a little bit of an explanation, and hopefully if that is you and this exact Vac ban story has happened to you, because it's not like a 1 in a trillion, it's definitely happened at least 30, 40, 50, if not 100 or a few hundred times ever in the history of life, or whatever the hell. Seriously, I want you guys to take this to heart and know that I do understand this. So also, I do actually have my own Vac ban story, which I think my Vac ban is almost 1,500 days old, almost 1.5k days old, somewhere around there. And there's a huge funny story behind it. The video did really well. It got over 100,000 views about my personal Vac ban story. So I will link that one down in the description if you guys would like to go ahead and check out that video as well. It's not like you need to watch that one before you watch this one. You can watch both of them in whatever order you prefer, or not watch either of them. All can click off right now. Whatever you want. You can make your own decisions. But I'm going to be telling you guys and kind of breaking it down for you. So the first step is, obviously, when you play a lot of CSGO like Immortal did, and I assume he still does, when you play a lot of CSGO, you build up your rank, you start to rank up, you get a couple buddies, you start to win a lot of matchmaking games, or at least the majority of them. As long as you win at like 53 or 57 or 58% of your matchmaking CSGO games, eventually you're going to rank up. Eventually you're going to find that streak where you're going to win 7 games in a row, and you're going to rank up from DMG to LE or whatever. You're going to begin to build up a rank. You're going to go from what you started at Silver Elite Master or whatever the hell you did. If you started before you could even start at that, where everybody had to start at Silver 1, you're going to go from Silver 1 to Global Elite or whatever the hell goes on, or you're just going to eventually gain skill as a player, and you're going to want what we call a Smurf account. Everybody, at least that I know, I can't think of anybody who really doesn't have a Smurf account, even if their main rank is only like Nova 4 or MG1 or MG2 or around there. Don't get me wrong, that's a really good rank, and you can definitely be a skilled player at that level. But it is really nice to go down to the Silver 3, Silver 4, Silver Elite rank and play against people that obviously aren't as good as you. That I would relate this comparison to like LeBron James going to his like local, like, I don't know, local basketball court or something like that, local gym, and playing some basketball and just beating up on these guys, obviously hitting threes, destroying them, you know, dropping 40 points or something ridiculous in a pickup game or something like that. That would be compared to, like in a CSGO game, dropping 50 kills in a Smurf game when you're actually LEM and you're playing against a bunch of people who are Silver Elite or something like that. So that's exactly what a Smurf is. So obviously Immortal or Zach actually had his own main account, which I've got my main account. I have multiple Smurf accounts, you guys know that. He had his main account, he had a Smurf account, and this is where the mistake went wrong. This is where he went wrong, where I want to say it's something that I'm honestly scared of, just because of how many like accounts that I loan out, and how many like if you're one of my close friends and I know you in person, we talk and stuff, and I've let you borrow my Steam accounts, you know this, I've told you this, I don't really like to link up my Steam accounts with a bunch of different phone numbers, or even the matter of fact the same phone number. I don't like to link them up, because what you don't know is if you actually have the same phone number on, let's say, your Smurf account and your main account, you use whatever phone you're on, whether you're watching on your phone right now, it doesn't matter. If you're using the same phone number across both Steam accounts and you have them linked, whether it be on Steam Mobile Authenticator or just within Steam, not for Prime, keep that in mind, not for Prime, that doesn't count, just for actually linking it together with Steam, and one gets Vac banned, like even if it's illegitimately Vac banned, which rarely 99.99% never happens. I mean, I've heard stories about it happening. I actually remember it happened to a guy named Handy a while ago. That got sorted out. I think it took like 1 or 2 days for him to get unvac banned, because it was unrightfully like 100 other people. But that's really the only time I've ever heard of unjustful Vac bans, and not game bans. I mean literal Valve anti-cheat Vac bans. That's the only time I've heard of it. So again, if you actually get banned on your Smurf or on your main, and you have them linked with the same phone number, that one, they both get banned. There you go. It's true. They both get Vac banned. You let's say whatever, you were cheating on your Smurf account, and then it gets Vac, and you're like, oh fuck man, I'll just go ahead and buy some more cheats, or download my free cheats or whatever the hell, and buy CSGO again because it's only $10 or $15, whatever it is where you live, or whatever price you're getting it for. You just go ahead and do that, and you're like, wow, you come back and you check your main account and you say, I've been banned. What happened? I got vacked on my main account, man. I swear. All your friends are calling you out saying like, bro, you got vacked, man. I knew you were cheating that whole time. You weren't really cheating, but on your Smurf account that you were cheating on or whatever the hell you were doing, you suck if you do that, by the way. If you create a Smurf account and you just cheat all over that shit, you kind of deserve to get your main vac banned. But seriously, that would be pretty crazy. I'm sure actually you guys who are watching this video, go down in the comment section below and tell me your vac ban story, because I'm really interested. I really want to know whether you guys have been personally vac banned, whether you think it was unjust. We're actually, I promise on this video, we're going to get a lot of people going down in the comments and claiming how they got unjust vac bans, which I guess I'll give you the benefit of the doubt and believe you, even though it's the YouTube comment section and it seems that everybody lies down there. Seriously, it seems like everybody lies and just makes up bullshit. So whatever, the benefit of the doubt, it's the YouTube comment section. You can't expect any sort of truth from it. So I just say everything's truth. It's just whatever. I can't tell you that it's not. So, but I mean, that's not even how logic works, but whatever. That's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother video. So he loaned out his Smurf account. Like I said, I loan out a lot of my Smurf accounts. This guy loaned out his Smurf account, Immortal, and he let his buddy borrow it. Now, it wasn't his closest friend, but it was a friend that he could trust. You know, whatever. You could just let a guy borrow your Smurf account. He says, hey man, I need a Smurf. I'm trying to play a couple games with one of my buddies from school, or a couple games with my buddy from work or something, and he's Silver 3 and his main account is MG1, but he really wants to play with this friend who's Silver 3 and they don't have a 5-man, which in a 5-man, it can be any rank playing together. But when you're Silver 3, you need to be able to play with somebody within that rank, like up to like Nova 4, Nova 3 or somewhere around there. So he asks Zach or Immortal for his Smurf account. He borrows his Smurf account, and little do we know, this guy isn't playing with his buddy from work. He's not playing with anybody extra or anything like that. He's not using it for any specific reason. He actually just wanted to go on there and cheat and literally use aimbot, use wall hacks, whether it be obvious or not, whether he invested $1,000 into his private cheats or whatever and they ended up getting vac banned, or he just Googled CSGO cheats and downloaded the first thing he possibly could. Don't do that, but you'll probably get your entire computer fucked with if you do that. I'm just watching out for you, and you suck if you cheat on CSGO too, you really do. But seriously, so he went out and he cheated and he eventually got vac banned. And the thing that sucks about getting his Smurf vac banned, like I said earlier, gets your main vac banned and your Smurf vac banned only if you have the Steam mobile phone linked up, if you're using the same mobile phone number on across both accounts, is when you get vacced. This, I'm sure you guys have heard stories about this, is like huge vac banned inventories where, let's say I've got 10 Karambit Dopplers or something and I get vac banned. It doesn't even matter what I have. If I've got a Nova Sand Dune, a P250 Sand Dune, that skin, any skin that I have, I don't get to choose 3 to take out like OG RuneScape. I don't get that. They all get locked. They're all stuck. You can't trade them. You can't sell them. You can't donate. You can't sell them and donate the money to charity. You literally can't do anything with them. They're stuck. It's not like, again, you can't sell them for Steam credit. You can't do anything, man. They're stuck. They're gone. Rip. You could have, I think there was a McSkillet video where he made one where he talked about there was a guy who had $50,000 worth of skins. Keep in mind, that is a boatload of cash. He had $50,000 worth of skins and he got vacced, whatever reason. I don't know if he ended up getting unvacced. Probably not. But if he did, props to him. That's awesome. Either way, he got vac banned, $50,000 down the drain, absolutely gone. And this actually kind of happened to Immortal, where his friend, again, was using cheats on a Smurf that he let his friend borrow, who he wasn't really too close with. He didn't know him in person. It was just online. So keep in mind, if you know a guy just online, you got to make sure you trust him. You really do. I mean, I'm sure Zach wouldn't have let him do this if he knew that the main account and the Smurf account were linked together. That I'm sure he wouldn't have let him do this. But on his main account, he actually had, at the time, this was a while ago, I think again 6 months to a year ago, he actually had a Karambit Blue Steel. I believe it was minimal wear, if I remember correctly. I remember it was a really cool knife. He had a Karambit Blue Steel minimal wear, and it was worth a little bit over $300, if not like $350 around that time. I mean, obviously they've gone down now with all the things that have gone on in CSGO, but around that time it was worth $350. And keep in mind, when you're not making a steady income, when you're not, you know, an adult who's 30 years old making $100,000 a year, $60,000 a year, you're not making a steady income, $300, as well as it being a gift from his girlfriend, I remember, as well as it was just gone. It was stuck. And his friend, he's like, man, you owe me this Karambit. And Zach, being the totally nice guy that he is, being completely passive about this, I don't know how he had it in his heart to, like, not necessarily forgive this guy, but the guy basically just told him that he's not going to pay him back. He didn't block Zach. He didn't block him or say, see you later, man, I'm gone, I'm out of 5,000, peace. He didn't do that. He didn't say, oh, I'm gone. He just casually said, like, man, I'm not going to be able to really pay you back. And from then on, nothing happened. I want to tell you like, oh, he met this guy, he found out his address and he beat him up and he took his real Karambit and he stabbed him with her or something stupid like that. No, that didn't happen, but he actually, like, nothing happened from it. He lost his Karambit. He got $350, which is a lot of money. I'm sure if you're younger, if you're 15 years old or something, and you have $300, like, that's a lot of money. You can go out and you can buy a brand new Xbox One or a brand new PS4, or you can go out and you can buy a Karambit Blue Steel Minimal Wear. You can do so many different things with $300. You can do a lot. $300 can make you seem rich as hell in the moment. So seriously, to lose this out of nowhere to somebody who you can't even get mad at, it's not even your fault. I mean, I guess it is kind of his fault, but not really. He was just being a nice guy and letting his buddy borrow his Smurf account, and then his buddy misused it and didn't repay him. I don't know if they continue their relationship, if they're still friends. I don't even know the other guy, but it is still a pretty crazy story. And it really, really sucks. And I do feel bad for the guy. I'm not telling you to go ahead and pity subscribe to him or anything like that, but you should subscribe to him. Again, link to his channel down below. But seriously, and no, he didn't pay for this. He's been like my close friend for like over 4 years. He's a really cool guy. And I saw this story and I remembered it before I even made CSGO videos. And now that I have this audience that loves to hear about vac bans and loves to hear about CSGO, I thought I would totally tell this story because it's totally worth it. And it's absolutely fucking crazy how his friend just took his account. I mean, he obviously let him borrow it and he never paid him back, even though it was clearly his fault that he got it vac banned. Even though his friend probably didn't know that his Smurf and his main were linked together. Even if that does happen, man, and you're borrowing somebody's account and you get their Karambit banned, you get their Karambit stuck, $350 down the drain, that he could have sold. It's not like once you buy this Karambit, oh, on CSGO, you can only sell it for Steam money. You can only sell it for games on Steam. No, there are ways of cashing it out into real cash, into money that you can get in your bank, into money that you could hold. He can get that, and he never repaid him. I'm not throwing shade at this guy. I don't even know who he is. It's just really fucking crazy to me, and it's a pretty crazy story, and I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you guys, I hope you do get vac banned if you cheat, but I hope none of this shenanigans ever happens with you where your friend randomly does you dirty and lies to you about this, because that would really, really suck. I hope your friends aren't liars. Whatever. I'm not here to teach you guys life lessons. I am here to teach you about, I guess, vac bans? I don't know. I'm just here to talk to you guys. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Subscribe, join the Quad Squad if you haven't already. We are working our way up to 160,000 subscribers. And do make sure to click a like on this video because it does mean a lot when you leave a like rating on this. And again, check out Immortal. Link to his channel down in the description. You should go ahead and subscribe to him. It's been your boy Quadmft. I'm at 85,000. If you made it all the way to the end of this video, you're that much of a dedicated subscriber, just a dedicated viewer. Go down in the comment section below and comment the word vac ban with 2 A's. I want 2 A's in the ban. I want fuck, man, come on. I want VAC space BAAN. Comment vac ban, I guess is how you'd pronounce it, down in the comment section below. I'll do my best to reply to you guys when you guys comment that. I'll make sure to pay extra attention to you. It's been your boy Quadmft, Team 95,000. I'll see you fudging later. Peace out, mother fudger.